The back squat is a staple movement of a lot of strength programs around the world. Most people have done one. Most people do them pretty regularly in the gym, and a lot of people execute them very poorly. So it's quite a simple lift, but we're just going to run through some of the basics. First of all, a couple of really simple no-nos about actually getting under the bar. Do not go into it with 1 foot forward and pick it up like this, the old Instagram pickup. Feels cool, but once you get any significant weight on the bar, you're going to be in trouble. Secondly, don't keep your head down and jam it right onto your actual spine. The bar should be sitting on soft tissue, so fat and muscle on those traps. So we're going to look forward, step in, a couple of steps out, set the feet. Now with the feet, about 10 to 15 degrees turned out, and hip width for the inside of those heels is usually a good go to start with, but a lot of people prefer different widths, so it depends on your hips. Some people prefer slightly straighter, some people prefer slightly wider, and some prefer slightly different variations of in or out in terms of the angle. Anything between 5 and 30 degrees, you're probably going to be okay. Now what we want to do from here is keep our feet rooted to the ground. So regardless of the type of shoe you're in, that shoe does not move. Even better if you go barefoot. Now what we're going to do here is open up through the legs, and that's going to allow us to drop down. So what I mean by that is we push out to the side as far as we can with those feet rooted into the ground, and we keep our center of mass right over the middle of the foot. So when you've got the bar, that changes things, and the more weight you put on, the more it changes it. What that means though is that we really need to make sure we're not tipping forward, we're not tipping back. So you can see I've got a slight angle with my torso there, but that center of mass is still right over the middle of the foot. I'm not shifting my weight to the heels, I'm not shifting forward to the toes, so I'm not falling over. And this is something that a lot of people do struggle with, is they have this perception that you need to be really, really upright. You don't need to be super upright. You need to keep that center of mass over the middle of your foot so you are in a strong position and so you are nice and stable. And to do this, you're going to need a nice rigid trunk position so that core is on, everything in that torso is nice and tight, and then we move from the hips. That's why I put that focus on shoving out those legs, rooting the feet to the ground. The hips control the movement, and then all that power is coming through the legs. We're not trying to yank it up with the back, it's all coming from that lower body. That is a basic and very short demonstration of the barbell back squat. There's a lot that can go wrong with the back squat, but as long as you keep these key points in mind, you'll be fine, you'll be safe, and you'll be getting a lot out of the back squat. It is a great lift, and it is one that most athletes should at least be competent in, because at some point or other in your career, you are going to be asked to do one. Take the time to learn how to do it and learn how to be very, very confident in it. That is the classic barbell back squat.